Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to another little emergency video here. So I wanted to make this quick video because it looks like we may have a Xbox One hack coming soon. And I wanted to make this video real quick to show you how to get your Xbox set up in order to be able to take advantage of this exploit when it comes out, because there's a small window of opportunity. At least if I'm reading this right, it looks like there's a small window of opportunity for you to get your Xbox One set up so that you will be able to take advantage of this, because once Microsoft releases a new system update to patch it, if you haven't already got your Xbox One set up at that point, it looks like you might be shit out of luck. So I wanted to make this video as quickly as possible to get as much attention on this for anybody who wants to take advantage of this. Do it while you can here. So this comes to us from Xbox One Research. They are a credible source. They have released good information in the past about other write-ups for various exploits on the Xbox One. So on the 9th of June, they released this little news post that says, on the 8th of June, a method of gaining user and kernel level code execution for SystemOS was announced. It is likely to be patched soon in the next system update. So I'm going to take you through the steps here on what you need to do on your Xbox One to get set up here for this exploit once it comes out. So first things first, once you get your Xbox loaded, you're going to want to update your Xbox to the latest firmware. And this is why you need to do it quickly before Microsoft releases a new system update, at which point the latest firmware will then patch this vulnerability, whatever it is. So make sure that you're updating your Xbox as soon as possible so you don't end up installing a patch when they release it. So if we go ahead and select our profile here, I'll press circle, I'll head down to our settings. Obviously, you're going to want to connect up to your network, and then you can head down to System and Updates and perform a system update. The firmware version that you're wanting to be on right here, if we go to console info, is 10.0.25398.4478. As you can see under the OS version right here, that's the firmware version that you're going to want to be on. If you're on a higher firmware, then Microsoft must have pushed out an update by the time you're watching this and trying this. And yeah, unfortunately at that point it's no good. Check the comments section below because I'll have a pinned comment if a new update comes out that patches this. So yeah, make sure you're checking that. So once you have your system updated and you're on the correct version, the next step is to set up your Xbox Live account. So head into your account settings and sign in security and PIN. In here, you're going to want to change your sign-in preferences and make sure that you have no barriers selected so that the Xbox will automatically sign in without prompting you to enter your email address and password. So make sure that one is selected there. Then you need to make sure your console is set as the home console. So if you head into general settings and then go to personalization and scroll down to my home Xbox, make sure that it is set here. Make this my home Xbox. Make sure that is ticked. That needs to be enabled. So make sure you have that selected. And then the next step is we need to download an app from the Microsoft Store. So we're going to head down to the Microsoft Store here, browse the store. And the app in question is going to be the GameScript app. So we're going to search for the GameScript app. And there it is there. So we're going to select that option and make sure that we get that application, free application. Wait for that to install. Okay, so once the app downloads, make sure you launch it at least once. And that is to ensure that the license is downloaded and cached. So as you can see, it is running. So once you have that running, you should be good. So at this point, we just want to disconnect from the internet so we can close out of the GameScript app now. So we'll go ahead and quit out of that. And then we're going to head back into our settings. So head back into the settings menu. So we're going to head back into our general settings, network settings. And at this point, you can go offline just by selecting this option, but apparently that doesn't stop the Xbox from doing some sneaky network stuff behind the scenes. So the best way is to go into advanced settings and set a custom DNS to the loopback address, which will stop it from getting any kind of connection. So if we go to advanced settings, we can then go down to our DNS settings here and set a manual DNS. And you want to set the loopback address, which is 127.0.0.1. And that is what you're going to select. And then the secondary DNS will just do the same, 127.0.0.1. And there we go. That should be it. That'll set our DNS. And there we go. So we should be good from there. So we're checking connection. Okay, and as you can see, we've got DNS isn't resolving Xbox server names, which is what we want. So hopefully I can just press circle to go back and we are good. So that should block it. We can also go offline now as well, because it looks like even if it tries to go online, it should use those settings that we set up in the network settings. So it still shouldn't be able to connect to the internet. So we should be good from there. So once you have that, you're able to run your game script even when you're offline, and it will automatically sign you in. You should be good at this point, as long as you are on the correct firmware version, which again, if we take a look here, is going to be 10.0.25398.4478. Now, the last requirement says to get a device/microcontroller that can simulate a keyboard, rubber ducky, or similar. Otherwise, you have to type a lot manually. So it does look like that is going to be a requirement, because you can see from the GameScript app that you have to manually type in the scripts. And the script for the proof of concept, because there was a proof of concept that was released, and yeah, just for the proof of concept, there's a lot of code that you would have to type in all manually if you didn't have some kind of device that could simulate the keyboard and just, you know, type it all in automatically for you. So you are going to need to get a device like that, like an ESP32S2 can probably do it, or a Raspberry Pi, and various other things that you can use to simulate a keyboard. But we'll cross that bridge once we get to the actual exploit itself. Okay, so that is how you get your Xbox One set up and ready for this new potential exploit. Now, we don't have a whole lot of information about what this exploit entails right now, you know, how big of an exploit this is going to be. But yeah, for now anyway, get your Xbox ready while you can, because once Microsoft pushes a new update, I'm assuming, obviously it'll patch the exploit, and then, you know, if you don't have the GameScript app already downloaded and you have to be updated to the latest firmware to use the Microsoft Store to download the app in the first place, you can see how you'll get stuck and you won't be able to, you know, have the opportunity to take advantage of whatever this hack turns out to be. So make sure that you're doing this as early as you possibly can before Microsoft push a new update. So hopefully we get more information about this hack very soon. And it should work on all variants of the Xbox One, so the original Xbox One, the Xbox One S, the Xbox One X, although it doesn't appear to apply to Xbox Series consoles from what I can see so far. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this one or found the information useful. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. Tell as many people who care about this so that they can get their console ready for this exploit before Microsoft pushes a new update. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.